You're riding along on a white horse in the countryside feeling so good. You can breathe in the wonderful clean air. You can smell all the natural perfumery, all the natural smells and aromas of the countryside. You feel this amazing sense of freedom as you're riding along. And it feels so good just to let yourself go, riding along, feeling the speed, looking up at the clouds in the sky, over in the mountains, seeing the trees. Just riding along with the wind on your skin and on your hair, and you feel so free, more free than you've ever felt before. As you're riding along, you can hear the thoughts of a horse as you look down. This white stallion is communicating with you, sharing experiences and sharing names and saying where your background is and what you've experienced, and he's telling you the same, and you're sharing those, telling you things that you need to know about your wonderful trip through the countryside. As you look around, you can see the horizon. It feels so good to feel so powerful, so strong. And as you're riding along, you see in the distance a herd of horses. You join them. And as you're riding amongst them, you can hear all their thoughts, and they're asking you, what are you doing here? How come they can understand what you're saying, and vice versa? And you don't need to explain it, you just know that you're on the same wavelength as them, and they can understand you. And you explain how nice it is to feel so free. And they don't understand that concept of freedom. Their life is always free. How can you possibly allow yourself to get tied down? They understand that things change. Creatures die, creatures grow again. This is the way the world is, but the thing is, live in the moment and explore it and enjoy it. And you realize how true this is. As you realize it, you realize you're starting to rise off the ground, going higher and higher. Your white stallion has grown wings. And as he lifts you higher over the herd, taking you up towards the trees, you realize you're flying up towards the mountains, up into the sky, and it feels amazing. Looking down on the countryside, it is so good. It's like being in a plane, but this time feeling the breeze, feeling the freedom, feeling the amazing strength of being up there in the air, looking down on creation and realizing that there is nothing that can stop you feeling so good. As you look down on the streams and flying up towards the mountains in the sky, it feels amazing just to be up there. And you concentrate on how peaceful it is up there. How nice. And you think back on certain times of your life when you just wanted to get away, spend some time on your own. And you realize that this is where you'd like to do it. It's so nice to be so free. So nice to feel so comfortable. Looking down and seeing off in the distance where the horses are going. Seeing the mountains and just gliding as your horse just turns, starts flying in a different direction, off towards the sunset. So comfortable. You feel so nice. Just allow yourself to relax. It feels so good like this. You realize that there's not a single negative thought in your mind. It's so good to feel this good. And you know that you're onto the next stage of your journey. And as you have that thought, you look in the distance, you see an area that looks like the Grand Canyon. It's an area of desert. As you think about it, the horse says, is that where you want to go? And you go, yeah, okay. And that's where he starts to head, picking up speed and going faster, this time taking on a wonderful roller coaster ride. As you hold on tight, you start to realize how wonderful this whole journey is. It's very exciting. And it's just going from side to side, up and down. You feel wonderful. You don't feel anything apart from the wonderful freedom of being up there in the sky as it takes you down. Slowly, you look down, you see this area of the Grand Canyon, and you feel this freedom. It was amazing to allow yourself this time to feel so powerful, to feel so relaxed. As you look down, you see the area for the next part of your journey, and he slowly starts to circle round and round and round, until eventually he lands down within this area of the desert. And then as you dismount, he makes a promise to you, whenever you want to go on a trip like this in your dreams or in reality, he'll be there for you, he'll come back and collect you. And you'll always be able to feel this sense of freedom. As he flies off into the distance, you sit down and you relax. And you take it all in deep inside you, this wonderful feeling of how good it is to be so amazing. And as you feel so good, you start to relax and your mind starts to wander and you start to dream.